following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile cornerback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Well, the first drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's...
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
That's a 38-yard line.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And, well, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after it, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first carry here for the running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now 3rd down and 7.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 14. And a Raven first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
At the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the Lions' 3-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. The points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
37-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
40-yard line.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 10-7 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move to James.
29-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes this one in for Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
They extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Ravens 10.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle them down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
First down, Baltimore.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Ravens.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now second and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down. First and 10 at the
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raven 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll set up a throw.
At the 36-yard line.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the 6-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he comes back with one complete. They need two. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Here's a quick throw call out wide. Now a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Again, he'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Ravens first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
Push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Got a man. Caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. With a juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10. the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nice little juke. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. From here, that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied.
This
Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And the Ravens first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They go play action here on first down. Runs through the contact. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the 2nd and 7. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Bates' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Baltimore.
Now he'll try to run with this. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They overload that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. the journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.